Thank you all very much. I want to thank you, John and Mary. I want to sincerely thank Research America for this extraordinary honor, and I can tell you it is truly much appreciated. Also, I just want to tell you that I'm really very much humbled by this honor, particularly to receive it alongside other awardees whom I admire both as individuals and for their accomplishments. And my one really prevailing thought for this evening is to tell you how sincerely grateful I am for having been given the opportunity to pursue a career in basic and clinical research at the NIH and to be part of an organization that supports the research of so many talented scientists, and to be part of a team with many of my co-institute directors who are in the audience and under the leadership of Francis Collins. Now, as many of you know, and as John just alluded to, I've been at the NIH now for over 4 decades, having spent my entire professional career here. And despite all of the ups and downs that characterize anybody and everybody's life, I really can honestly tell you tonight that I cannot recall a day when I did not feel lucky to be where I was and excited about getting up and going to work. Now, given that I have been at the NIH for so long and that I've been the director of NIAID for 33 years, people would understandably ask me, and they've even asked me tonight, as recently as tonight, don't you ever get burned out or bored or disinterested in doing that for so long? Well, I can best explain the answer to this question being an absolutely emphatic no by relating an experience that I had literally just a few weeks ago, right before the inauguration of President Trump. So what happened was on January the 13th, 7 days before the inauguration on January the 20th, the Obama White House asked me, together with a group of others from various departments, to brief the incoming Trump cabinet prior to their confirmation, and the topic was unexpected challenges that a new administration might face in the early days of their administration. So they put on the table 4 scenarios. 1, a true terror attack with bombs and bullets. 2, another Hurricane Sandy. 3, a cyber attack. 4, an outbreak of an infectious diseases. Now, obviously, being an infectious disease person, I briefed the group and then had some sidebar conversations with several of the soon-to-be cabinet members. And as I was doing that, I realized that I had been briefing 5 presidents and 5 administrations over the years, and this would be my 6th, even though I had not yet spoken to President Trump. And always, with every situation, there were public health challenges. But the biomedical research enterprise rose to each of these challenges. It started with President Reagan with AIDS, and then on with President Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama. And what did we have besides AIDS? West Nile, anthrax, SARS, MERS, pandemic H1N1 of 2019, chikungunya, Ebola, and most recently Zika, to name a few. But importantly, the common denominator of all of the efforts is that it all started with fundamental, basic biomedical research that paved the way for the translation of discoveries to meaningful advances and even solutions to some of these formidable health challenges. From the very basic work on retrovirology, dating back to the discovery of reverse transcriptase by David Baltimore and Howard Temin, to an understanding of the very basic nature of the pathogenesis of disease, to the structural biology that led to the targeted development of life-saving drugs for AIDS, to novel platforms that led to the rapid development of vaccines for Ebola and soon to be for Zika. And so, how could one possibly get bored or disinterested, or even after all these years, there's no chance of burning out. So I'm entirely grateful to have been put into this position and to have been a witness to and to have played a relatively small part of this extraordinary story of biomedical research. I sincerely thank you for this wonderful recognition. Thank you.